You're he, check, check. You're he, mic check. You're he. That's not too bad. That's not too shabby, eh? Not too bad, not too shabby. We can run with that. It's a bit better when I turn down the volume, okay? We'll run with that. Number one. We got a 1.1. 1.1. One from day one S. Yeah. Gang gang. Broski. The truth's on it a batty man. Oh man, I love it. What a name. Code 111111. Low, 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 low. Crystal clear from Twin. Croatian Twin Day one S said it's crystal clear. So we good. We good. hmm Chills in the building. Well, on chills. Man like chills, on a late one. Man like chills on the rebuttal bar. Big up. What you mean? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sam Carno in the building. Salutes, brother Carno. Much love to you, man. Angel Wings in the building. Oh, yeah, I feel the energy pouring in already. Yeah, energy pouring in. Good stuff, good stuff. Kyle in the building. Nice and early. Nice and early. Grand old chat room. Grand old chat room. Come on. Good stuff. Good stuff. What's popping, man? It's a late one. It's a late one. I did promise Nolan I'll pop up. I'll pop up. I'll try and stay awake, see if I can make it. And here we are. I almost tapped out. Almost tapped out. Almost tapped out. The missus gave me a nudge on the shoulder and said, "Hey, you got a job to do. You got to go live with your boy." I said, "Oh yeah, babe. Cheers." Here we are. Here we are. Saute in the building, Well, go on, Salt. Wicked. Good energy pouring in. Good energy. So what's the news? What's the word? What is the word? Anything new? Anything interesting? Any new connection? Cause you know I like new shit, right? You know that, right? Hmm? Oh, someone else popped in. Hold on. There you go. Big drank in the building. Salutes. Big drank in the building. And, ooh, greater light, greater light, greater light. What you mean? AI's in the building. Good energy pouring in. Good stuff. Half an hour till you get home. Yeah, man, that's what it's about. Take your ass home. You get me? Mhm. But it's like bedtime for us over here, right? Bedtime for us type of folks. We've got work in the morning, and you folks are just getting off work. That's crazy. You are just getting off work. I wonder what Nolan's doing. Must be about what? One is 12, 2 time zones, man. That's a madness. Mm, That is a madness. Look that again. We're so It's a true soul salutes. You're cold. Oh man. So taken off. Yo. Man. What's that? Just waking up to my transformation overnight didn't let me sleep much, but I'm wide awake. High energy is coming in. Come on. We like that high, good energy. Mm. When are we leaving on holiday with Cece? That's what I'm saying. You don't want a holiday out of her. You don't see how much hours she's putting in. Mm? So yeah, see how much hours. Look up pocket watch it. Look, hey, I want a holiday from Cece. She put in mad hours. You get me? Get me? Jamaica Cece, let's go Jamaica on you this time. Mm? Yes, we're going Jamaica. Yes. No, actually, no. Hurricane season. Let's divert. I want to go Thailand, CC. Take me Thailand. Mm, Thailand. That is on the cards. Thailand was meant to be on the cards, but I went to Cyprus instead. We went to Cyprus. Yeah, maybe Thailand, Cyprus and Thailand. It's, yeah, it's we chose, well, she chose, Cyprus. Destination, obviously, but hey, I'm trying to do Thailand next time around. Bali, here we come. Bali, here we come. Mm, tomorrow, the energy is supposed to be the highest. The highest. Mm-mm, the highest, right? Okay. That means that the nucleus is getting charged up. Charged up. Highest. I wonder if the moon's gonna make its appearance then. If they're saying tomorrow is the energy, right? I wonder what the moon's gonna look like tomorrow. I wonder what the moon's gonna look like tomorrow. Very interesting. Um, there was something I was looking at earlier. Where did it go? I hate these adverts. Damn. Oh, we're in the wrong one. Damn. Give me a second. All right, so let me go there. Excuse me. So yeah, the other day, what was it? We, excuse me. I asked somebody. I think it was Void actually. Earlier on, actually, yeah, earlier on, I asked Void, or I asked the people what is new, right? Because I've been away. I haven't been. I've been disattached, right? To Been so detached from mainstream media, the news, and all these things. So I asked Boy, what's out there, right? And what's the latest thing? And Boy said, Free Eye Atlas, right? Free Eye Atlas is the thing. I wasn't aware. I just thought it was on YouTube, these quote unquote pseudo or scientific channels. Is that really a thing on mainstream, right? Free Eye Atlas. I had no idea. But nevertheless, Free Eye Atlas always ties back to the eye. That shit ties back to the eye. Something in particular I've been looking at, right? We've been looking into the construct. A lot of people looked into the construct, whether it's globe, flat, rising. But we've really been doing that cellular cosmology shit, right? And now they're kind of saying the exact same thing that I'm talking about. Yeah. I've been showing and talking about the nucleus, right? Not just the lens, but the nucleus, or not just the eye, but the nucleus. Guess what? Now, these people are starting to talk about the nucleus. Hmm? You see how that works? Now I'm bringing light to it. These people are also bringing light to it. It's like we read the play beforehand, right? You read the play beforehand. If this place is scripted, right? If this is a scripted play, they're gonna give you the program before. That's how it works. If anything is orchestrated or set up, meaning, TV programs is orchestrated, right? There's a program that goes out beforehand to let you know what's going on. You understand that part? For instance, say if you want to watch EastEnders, you look through the TV guide, they give you a little hint of what to expect in the, up and coming episode. Just a slight little something. Disclaimer, right? And that's what they do to us with this realm. They put out things beforehand. So when they drop shit later on down the line, they're like, hey, we showed you last week, we've been putting it in your face. Like, what more do you want from us? And that's the same with this free eye atlas. They've been showing me the nucleus. I've been talking about the nucleus. Now they're talking about free eye atlas and the nucleus. We can't make this shit up. Oh, geez, material for days. Content for days. Because they're still going to be here. So how can the content stop? Can't stop, won't stop. Yeah, you got to read the memo. Right. Now they're speaking about the nucleus. You know what? Let's get into something real quick. There's a few things to look at real quick. While we wait for Nolan to come through.
So here's the twist nobody saw coming. For weeks, people have been shouting that 3i Atlas had cracked apart after perihelion. And today, the newest data flips that whole story on its head. We finally have a detailed contour map of the comet, and it's telling a very different story. Let's break it down. NeoSat just captured its sharpest look at 3i Atlas so far. The viewing geometry finally lined up, the background noise dropped, and the image quality jumped. You can literally see structure in the coma that wasn't visible even a few days ago. This alone would have been interesting.
Structure in the coma. Right? They're saying there's structure now. You wasn't able to see the structure before, but now there's structure. What type of structure? Have a listen.
But the real shock comes from what scientists did with that image next. Using this new frame, researchers built a 40-level contour plot. Think of it as a topographic map, but instead of mapping height, it maps brightness.
Brightness. Light. Brightness. Okay.
Every ring shows how the light intensity changes as you move away from the center.
Every ring shows how the light intensity changes as you move from the center. The center. Is that the brightest region?
And here's the part that shut everyone up. The center is perfectly tight, perfectly concentric, perfectly circular. This is exactly what you expect from a single solid nucleus.
Okay. Okay. This is what you expect from the nucleus. Okay. I understand. Very interesting.
If 3I Atlas had broken apart, the contour levels wouldn't look like this. You'd see a stretched or lopsided core. You'd see multiple brightness peaks. You'd see the entire structure wobble out of shape. Instead, it's clean, it's stable, it's symmetric. This is the strongest evidence so far that the nucleus is still in one piece.
The nucleus is still in one piece. Well, that's good news, right? That's good news for now. A nucleus that's still in one piece. God forbid the nucleus splits. Splitting the nucleus, right? God forbid. We don't want that right now. But it's all intact, so we're okay. Somebody said, London, Rose 777 is stalking you. What? No way. No way. Wow. Imagine that. Being stalked by Rose. That would be weird. Stalked by someone in a wheelchair. What? No way.
And right as this contour map came out, we also got a fresh amateur image from Puerto Rico that adds another layer to the story. It's not the cleanest scientific frame, but it shows something interesting, a faint curling in the tail. That's the kind of twist you'd expect if the nucleus is rotating roughly every 16 hours. A spinning body doesn't shed material in a straight line. The dust bends, it curves, and sometimes you get these subtle spiral patterns as sunlight pushes the stream outward. Now, we have to take this one with a grain of salt because we don't know the exact stacking or processing behind the image. But even with that, it lines up with the bigger picture, a single intact nucleus that's rotating.
There you go again. That nucleus talk. I told you. Listen to me carefully. You thought all roads lead to Rome. Man, forget that. Forget that. Forget that. Forget that. All roads lead to the eye. All right? All roads lead to the eye. You thought all roads lead to Rome. Forget that. All roads lead to the eye.
And throwing off material in a way that matches its activity levels. Nothing in this new tail shot suggests a breakup either. In fact, it reinforces the same conclusion. Whatever 3I Atlas is doing, it's doing it as one piece.
Doing it as one piece. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting.
Remember the drama from last week? People pointing at weird jets, huge asymmetry, strange dust behavior, and saying that meant the comet had fractured? All those arguments fall apart when you look at this plot. The jets and the dust may still be weird, but the core, the thing that actually matters, is intact.
The thing that actually matters is intact. The centerpiece, the masterpiece, the light, the creation, the nucleus of the capsule. Thank God it's still intact. Thank God, right?
This is why scientists treat contour plots seriously. They expose structure you can't see in a normal photo. Drew Doss posted the update crediting the NEO SAT team, and the message was simple. The data is getting better, the view is getting sharper, and nothing suggests a breakup. The plot backs that up completely. This also matches what Jewett and Liu reported earlier. Still a single body, no fragmentation signatures. Now, here's where things get exciting. NASA is expected to release the high-rise images early this week. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. High rise has insane resolution. If there's even a hairline crack on that nucleus, it'll show up. And if the nucleus really is this stable, those images could be historic. Either way, this story is about to jump to a whole new level. So, yeah, 3I Atlas just proved everyone wrong. Not fractured, not falling apart, still a single interstellar object flying through our system with some of the strangest behavior we've ever recorded. I'll update you the moment the high rise images drop. Stay tuned, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.
Told you. I don't make the rules. I just jump in the game and play it. Just jump in the game and play the game. Right? Without even trying, the dots just connect itself. The dots connect itself. What have I been telling you folks? What has your boy been saying? This is what I've been saying, right? So I've been saying, right? Nucleus. Nucleus. Centerpiece, the masterpiece. I don't make the rules. It's beyond me. It's above me, right? You know what? Let me drop the link because I see a few good people. Want to be a bull hog, you know. Not too late. Hey, Flower in the building. Salute. Salute, salute. Welcome. Much love. Uncle Fatty in the building. Much love. Yeah, welcome. In the galactic turkey leg coming to feed the masses. Well, it won't be feeding me. It won't be feeding me. If it's bringing some vegan turkey, then yeah, maybe we can talk. But other than that, nah, it can keep that turkey leg. But yeah, on a serious note, what have I been saying? Everything leads back to the nucleus. Without even trying, we're just connecting dots. I jumped in the 3i Atlas game late. Right? I waited to see what was going to be put out there. All the while, I'm putting out stuff to do with the nucleus. I knew it was going to fall into place. I knew it was going to fall into place. I got the memo. Do you understand that part? This is what happens when you do homework, right? This is what happens when you do the homework, when you become the teacher. You stay back, grade the papers, do the homework, and then you see the picture clearer, right? Now they want to talk about the nucleus. So you know what's coming next, right? Possibly the capsule. They was even speaking about rings, All right, let's go back. Hold on a second. All right, the concentric rings. They might as well just come clean and say, yeah, the eye. All right, not free eye, but the eye. But we ain't even done with the free eye part. I know what the free eye part is. I already, well, I've showed you that at the nucleus, like they wrote the story for me, like, right? But the free part, that's something else. But it's still with the eye, and it's still the nucleus, right? So it's all coming together in real time. You see it coming together in real time. You see it yourself. We don't have to do much. It writes itself. I know some of you may be sick and tired of this. Oh, the eye again. Yeah, the eye again. You know what to do. I don't make the rules, right? I just play the game. Hmm. So yeah, it's all there. It's. I don't have to do much because we're talking about the body. It just happens, right? When you include the body, you'll see progress. My man Sam Carno in the building. How we doing, Sam?
Big O's brother, how you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. Not too bad.
Well, I won't hang around long. I feel weird thing. You probably got it around where you are, where this weird bug going around, yeah. And I've got just no energy whatsoever. But just some bits that I've been listening to over the last week or so. You're talking about your nucleus.
Hmm.
So, since a gentleman just this evening come across that explains how nuclear is complete and utter bullshit. Okay. Um, nucleus, the way that the atom they're trying to explain to us is being broken up. Yet he explains, I'll send this over to you, mate, because it's so new. I've just come across it this evening that they haven't even worked out what the atom is. You know, the atom being of the eye,
Hmm.
and how this, well, basically this whole experience that we're in. Like for instance, with the eye and like, I don't even think we're supposed to even really be trying to. We're supposed to be looking into it, but it doesn't matter if we get it because we are the atom of the eye. We're trying to be connected with the one, trying to understand who we are, where we are, why we're here. You know, and that in itself is a journey that 99.9% of people in this realm that we're in will never ever go down and haven't had that. It's a difficult thing to do, brother. You know, everyone here knows it's a very difficult thing to do. But yeah, we're on our way to trying to understand all these different patterns and Oh yeah, that big question, why we're here, you know? Well, yeah. So I just jumping in there, but I just wanted to. Oh yeah,
No, you're good, man.
and yeah, just some stuff's been coming across over the last week and what have you. Like this man London, bless him, he's the amount that we talk during the week and what have you, just privately, and the amount of work this man does without anyone seeing it is, and then doing like YouTube channels in the evening and what have you. Yeah, yeah. God bless you, fella, for just having the energy to do it, you know, and getting that message out, you know, that because like a lot of people they research, and we're all researchers, but it's the whole thing of dot connecting, which is sort of what I sort of try and do is and have been doing through just you know how your life goes for many decades now. And with Bub Sute, you know, like we went to primary school together. We're just trying to piece things together, and that's the best way that I've found it is to adapt the way you're thinking and dot connect, just connect things. How
Yeah,
does that work with that, and how does that, and it all starts coming together. You know, doesn't matter what levels you're looking at on gnosis, it will just start coming together. Um, Everything, yeah, yeah. Go on, Buff. Sorry, interrupting.
yeah. No, you're good, bro. You need to hear that. Even with the documented part, right? There are different styles how people do it, but what's so unique about it is we're actually doing it in real time. Like, you know, we're producing content and then we're going live and we're speaking about it. We're joining the dots, making the picture,
Yeah,
right? In real time. It's being documented right now. You know, we're speaking about things, we're pulling up stuff, right? You know, we're talking about the nucleus, right? In real time. I've been showing you guys the nucleus, what they're speaking about, right? And then we're pulling up stuff in real time with the nucleus, what they're talking about now. It's all documented. Look, this right now it's documented. I've just shown you this. It's documented. We're doing this. So we can go back to the archives and see that we've pieced things together in real time before they've even spoke about the nucleus.
well, the first thing I saw with this image you've got up here is right. So imagine, so imagine this place is all. It's been here for God knows how long. We're all individual souls, uh, literally looking for a new experience every single time that we manifest ourselves. Now that just looked like the way that this whole place is mapped out nowadays. You know, with the what's it called? You know, with the way that, especially in the UK, they give you the maps of the whole country, and it's all mapped out with these different grid lines, isn't it? That back in the day, if they did have maps like that, would have been the ley lines that we've got lying here. But no, it's these different grids showing you. It's it's supposed to be the height of the actual map grid area. Okay, so that's the first thing I saw was that, and right, okay, so it's just so us. We all come here for an experience. This is sort of the way I look at things, and that being ancient and old, uh, they've copied it basically to twist everything around, turn it all upside down, so that we are. But then this is the other thing as well. So we are not actually having the experience that we're supposed to be having here, unless you dig deep like we do, and then it all starts making sense. Now, is that the actual experience we've come here for, or is it the fact that, like, we know that these people are in control? Well, maybe they're supposed to be in control. You know, that we're going down other lines now of deep thought, but it's like maybe this is just an experience that we've all come here for, for this experience, you know, and I wouldn't want to be in their shoes, you know, doing what they do. So just let them get on with it.
Yeah, well, I mean, first of all, I don't think, my opinion, I could be wrong. I don't think no one is supposed to be in control. I think we're just supposed to have wiser elders, you know, that will tell us like yes or no type shit. I don't think no one's really supposed to be in control, like influence the masses like that. Everyone should really be on their own path, but you know, we're governed by the powers that shouldn't be. I don't know how that came about. It sucks, but you know, some people rely on the system. The crazy thing is, some people rely on the system, right? And we used to rely on the system. We still do to a degree, but some people actually believe in the system. Like, yeah, it's there's nothing wrong with this, you know. It's running smoothly. You know, they don't seem to know when they've been duped, and that's a shame, really. As for you know us being here, what is this place? Uh, I mean, every time when I think about it, I just think of micro to macro, and then it sorts itself out in my head. It arranges itself.
Well, like, depending on how deep you look, for instance, what's going on. Right, let's just jump to the UK, for instance. Cool, blimey, this place is, it's like a melting pot at the moment, isn't it? You know, um, pardon me. Bangladesh, for instance, bless them, that country that grew out of just being trodden down, you know, all those years ago. They're now going through the shit again. And that in itself, because we've got such a big Asian community in the UK, is now spilling over onto the UK streets. Um, we've got enough of this sort of stuff going on with all the different other communities that we've got now for God, decades now in the UK. We've all got along, like for instance, in where I live in the UK, we've got the biggest Sikh Gurdwara out of India. She is absolutely stunning. Homeless people can go there 3 times a day and get food. It's stunning. And so, as I'm trying to explain, is our community has been based on a mass immigration from years ago. Okay, we've all got along all together. And now what's happening in the UK is they're flooding things, but then it's not so. For instance, London today, I saw something where the Muslim community in different places are reaching out saying, hang on a minute, this isn't what we've come here for. This isn't what we wanted to go on. Can we all come together now and try and work things out? Because it's getting a bit silly, isn't it? You know, just leave it all there with that. But yeah, but they're doing this everywhere. They've done it before and they'll do it again. And just for instance, with that image you've still got on the TV screen there, bruv, that is sort of, you can go back to fluctuations of sound, frequency, vibration, like my brother Sute explains on just on his name that he's got there. You know, we are all sound, frequency, and vibration, all one. I had a lovely chat last week with Dave
Hmm.
Murphy. You know, at 19, I had an out of body experience, one of many, but this one was very special. And explained to me, we are all the one, we're all the one true creator, subjectively experiencing itself to every single outcome, which in itself is eternal. And at the end of this, I was just shown, go study. And you know, I've been doing that for about 30 years, mate. Trying to work out the who, the where, and the why. And explaining that as much as you can to other people. Everyone in the chat here now, I know they get it, but trying to explain that to other people in a loving way where we can all become one, it's very difficult, isn't it, bro?
That's it. I think the people in the chat, they definitely see the picture. They're definitely aware. They've been following the program for quite some time now. They understand. They've got the memo, just like myself, you know.
Yeah. That bigger picture, but then is it bigger? Because then we look within ourselves to try and find it. You know, like I probably didn't explain it properly earlier. You know, the very many different experiences that we have. Now, at the moment, we're all having this one experience with one another. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe part of us in the last life thought, no, I want to experience that a bit more. I didn't experience that properly, or, God blimey, I didn't help them properly. I want to be able to help people. That could be a split decision of the inner gnosis, which I believe we have many lives, many lives. They've all been very different. Like, just for instance, if we all come and lived out the life of the UK, for instance, God blimey, if you've actually studied the UK properly, you'd realise that it's not all been people marching with shields and whatever for centuries. It's been a lot more than that, hell of a lot more than that, which is why now we've got what I was talking about earlier, the inner people from different nationalities everywhere throughout all communities, and that goes deep, I believe. Yeah, and it's gonna. They've tried to rile us up, but that's not going to work properly, I don't think.
Nah, it takes more. Well, I'm saying that I've seen people get triggered and wound up over the slightest thing, right? As a nation, I see it happen as well. I mean, everyone's got a right, everyone's got in their own feelings, I suppose, but where's all the hardcore people, man? The people that just, it takes much more to get through to them. Like, you really got to poke the bear to get them out of here. Like, you can just say something and people, oh, I'm telling you.
Yeah, but that's like that. God knows what percentage. I'm trying to think of the people that are Sheldrake that spoke about this. Like up to 60%, possibly more, of the people that we're actually having this experience with are literally ourselves. Let's put it that way, because I don't like to NPC. I don't like it. Non-player character. No, we're all one. Everything's one, but they're here as well. I say I don't like that word, as a filler. Okay, so we've got to have something there to fill in what our experience will be. Everybody has to. I dare say we're a filler for them, because they've got to have an experience in themselves. Well, not on the same levels that we are, but they're still here for an experience. So we're backfillers for them. You know, we think we're all important and special. No, all we're doing all day is going around filling in people like normies. We're the backfillers for them. You know, there's no. This is the whole positive, negative conundrum of balance. Right, and on that one, I've got to shoot off, bruv.
Hey, thanks for jumping up, my man. I appreciate
Big
it.
hugs, bruv, and big hugs to everyone in the chat.
Mm-hmm. Always appreciate you, bro. Thanks for stepping by. Thanks for stopping by.
Take care, all. Big hugs.
Much love. Peace out. San Carno had left the building. Salutes to you, my man. Mm. But yeah, it's fascinating, really, how it just plays out, right? By design. Hmm. It's it's all by design, man. So if it's by design, there's gonna be details. There's gonna be blueprints. There's gonna be design, details, right? It's all in the details. Pay attention to the details, right? Now I know what they mean by the devil's in the details. Right? I really do. This eye seems to show itself in everything. Thank you, Carl. Appreciate that. Yeah, we have got a grand old chat room over here. Most definite. Most definite. Grand old chat room. Like I always said. So yes, back to this nucleus. It seems to present itself now. Now it seems to have wormed its way over into the Three Eye Atlas sector. I called it before, right? I've been showing you the nucleus, speaking about the nucleus, teaching you about the nucleus, and now they want to talk about the nucleus. I can't make this shit up. Right? Then you're gonna ask, well, whose story is it? Is it London's or is it their story? It's our story. It's our story. You ain't talking about the body, it's not gonna make sense. Because it's our story, meaning the body, us, made in his image. That's the beauty of it. Made in his image. So you have to include the body. And it seems like they're talking about the eye. Huh? Could be a man, could be a woman, could be an octopus, could be a rhino, could be a giraffe. Who knows? But it seems to be an eye. People were going to say, London, you're crazy. And I get out of it. Yeah, well, what have you got? I mean, what do you bring to the table? Nothing, just criticism, right? No type of deep thoughts, nothing, nothing they string together and say, hey, this is my conception, this is what I think could be wrong, but hey, it's my own thoughts. They got nothing, so they criticize. It's okay if you got nothing. Sit back and enjoy the show. Right? Either way, it leads back to the eye. It leads back to the nucleus. Leads back to the capsule. Leads back to the lens. Can't make this shit up anymore. It writes itself. It really does. Simple as 1, 2, 3. A, B, C. Yeah, I love that nucleus talk.
This is the United States Capitol dome, right? You can see the architecture. You can see this.
Oh, I won't even play it there. To go over the other one. Ooh. Give me a sec.
Donda.
This is the United States Capitol dome, right? You can see the architecture. You can see this style of architecture the world across in almost every Capitol building. Capitol, caput, the head. The head of what? It is a head, it is a top over a place of power.
Thank you, J Dreamers. I needed to hear this information. Kaput, the head, a place of power. Now it makes much more sense. Here, let's take a look.
Capitol, caput, the head. The head of what? It is a head, it is a top over a place of power.
Brilliant. So the tiara is a representation of the Capitol building, and the Capitol building is a representation of the tiara. Wow, mirroring each other. I see no one made that link yet. Just saying. All right, just saying. Back to the nucleus, the center of the capsule. You are probably wondering, what does the tiara and the Capitol building have to do with the nucleus, the center of the eye? Well, I've been telling you for a long time. Let's break down the word nucleus to give us some more information. The term nuke is short for nucleus, a colony of a few thousand bees and a queen. So the tiara is a representation of the beehive, the nucleus. Could they be trying to tell us it's a hive mind system?
Now, the honeycomb portion, where the bees live and stuff, this gets more into my idea of the fractal verse. I believe that space beyond the dome, if you were to crack open the sky itself and look at what it really looks like instead of empty black nothingness, it would be full. It would look like you're in a gigantic honeycomb with caverns and open spaces and huge, magnificent places, and you would see the walls of heaven open up, just like you're in a honeycomb itself.
That just sound magical, man. That sounds magical, Jay. First time I heard that, I was blown away when you said that shit. That is cold. I love to hear that talk. Back to the word nucleus. We already tied in the word nuke, meaning small colony of bees. Once again, you have the bees, you have the hex. We already tied in New Swabenland with the hex. Waben, meaning honeycomb. Honeycomb in Germany is Waben, just like the beehive. You get the hexagonal patterns. Nucleus, Leus. Now let's see what Leus would get us. In Old French, Leus means light or brightness. So the nucleus emits its own light and brightness. They're yet to mention 3-eye Atlas and a hex. I wonder if they're going to introduce a hex, because they can layer it, right? They can go deeper. Let me see if they include a hex at some point, right? I'm going to speak it into existence. I'm going to see if they include a hex very soon, right? A form of high energy photons called gamma ray. Gamma ray, the big G. Could this be what the G is all about on the Masonic pictures? The gamma ray in the middle of the eye, the nucleus.
The bees construct their honeycombs with incredible precision, never covering the holy images. Why? Deep in Greece, near Athens, lies a beekeeper with a story that defies explanation. Isidoros Timonis places icons of Christ and saints inside his hives. And what happens next is astonishing. Faithful claim it's a sign of divine intervention. Scientists? Speechless. This phenomenon has persisted for over a decade, leaving everyone in awe. Is it a miracle, a mystery, or simply the bees knowing something we don't? The answer remains hidden in the hive. Do you think there's a deeper meaning to this? We don't. The answer remains hidden in the hive.
Looking at this hair, right? The one to the left speaks volumes. Imagine those just as a world, right? Worlds. Worlds, 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 worlds. And down here. They're showing there's people down there. Maybe this could be us at the bottom. That's what they depict on those pyramid stones, right? The quote unquote slave people at the bottom. Right, and then above us is all of this. All of this. They look like cavities. Like small caves. Small realms in a giant cave. Almost similar to the one on the right, right? Micro to macro. What they're showing us right here, right? Ain't no way around it. That's what they're showing us. That's micro to macro. Micro to the left, macro. This is what it would look like on a smaller scale, and this is it on a bigger scale, right? Well,
Do you think there's a deeper meaning to this?
What is it that holds the nucleus of the atom together? How does that thing stay together? What holds it together? They've been looking for what scientists call the nuclear glue that keeps them from flying apart. Well, now we know. Now we know what the glue is that holds together the entire universe and keeps it from flying apart. It is Jesus Christ. In him, all things hold together.
Falling in love with Jesus. falling in love with Jesus, falling in love with Jesus. It's the best thing I've ever done. I've fallen in love with Jesus. I've fallen in love with Jesus. Fallen in love with Jesus. You're the
Right there, sir. Don't act like you don't see this on the screen with that shit in your face. Read that shit. Read that shit. You ain't gonna get it anywhere else. Start with the micro, you end up with the macro. And that's it. We went inwards and we came outward. We understand it. So yeah, big up to yourselves, you know. You know. We just do this shit for fun now. Swear to God, I'll just do this shit for fun. You know what it is. You see what it is. Right? It's for fun now. Where's the boy Nolan? Where you at, Nolan? Nolan sounds like a cool name. Nolan. Yeah, good little chat room. What's popping? What have I missed? Sorry, I've been screen sharing. Let me have a look. Knackered. Homemade okay. Medicine, yeah. Homemade medicine. What would that be? Yeah, it's in the movies as well, man. Hold on. Speaking of what they got? Hold on. Yeah, I've got one for you if I can find it. My hard drive was plugged out. Give me a sec. Cool. Shit just amazes me. Slip plan. I don't even want to load up. Jesus Christ. Yeah, let's do it this way. Cool. Well, we're just speaking about the bees, right? So now, remember, I've been showing you the diamond, right? Diamond in the rough, the nucleus, the bees, all of that good stuff, right? We've been connecting the dots. So if we're going to speak about the bees, right, we have to, slide over to the bee movie, right? But there's a particular part that caught my attention, right, when it came to the bee movie. See this part right here where she trapped the bee, right, in the cylinder shape, almost like a hole, right, like falling into a hole, cylinder earth type shit. But then you see the diamond, right? The bee's trapped, and there's a diamond right there on a piece of paper with the letter Z, right? The letter Z on the diamond, right? It's all by design, right? So the bee's been trapped on a flat paper, right? But they're showing you a diamond in a glass container, right? Crystal glass container, right? Crystal line, right? And then you got the assortments. Look at the flower pattern, right? Flower of life, flower of eye, right? And if you come over to the sofa, what do you have? The dandelions again, right? The dandelion representing the nucleus. Representing what? The nucleus. I showed you the dandelions in the other joint with Katy Perry and those, right? With the nucleus. Katy Perry in the rocket with the dandelion. What did I tell you? She's symbolizing the nucleus, the center of the capsule. You gotta pay attention. Now, what are they speaking about a 3-eye atlas? The nucleus. You're gonna learn. I don't know what to say. It writes itself. Dots are there. You ain't talking about the body, it's not gonna make sense. I ain't gonna get in here and give you that Anunnaki shit or, outer space shit. I'm gonna give you what I can see in front of my face and your face, which is each other, looking into each other's eyes. That's it. Nothing else, nothing more. It makes sense when you include the body. That's all I can say. Everything else falls into place. Micro to macro. Honeybee holding down the honeycomb. These will protect the hives. They keep us as well. Cool little things. Well, definitely. I do like bees. I do like bees. I remember when I was younger, I used to always trap them, and they used to go into the flower. I used to put a bottle on the edge of the flower, so when it backs out of the flower, it goes straight into the bottle, and I used to lock it. Caught hundreds of bees in my days. That's crazy. Yeah, I would never do that now. Would never do that. Yeah, those was things we used to do as a child. If you know, you know. If not, then I don't know. You missed out that part. But yeah, the bees, the nucleus, the nuke, the nut. They ain't breaking it down like this. What are we talking about? Hmm? Nolan, where you at, boy? Where are you? Where's this guy? I'm in about his avatar. Hmm. Well, I think this diamond is either above our head or we're inside of it. Right? It looks like we're inside of it, but who knows? The reflection could come into play, right? What we're seeing is really, as above, so below. Just like the ancients said, where do you think that phrase came into play and why it came into play? Maybe there's people above us, as above, so below. Right? Yeah, I think there's people above us and below and around. Would make perfect sense. Creation is all around us, 360. Right? 360. That makes perfect sense. It's like in a honeycomb. It's all around them. We're talking cellular cosmology, we're talking cells, we're talking nano, microscopic, we're talking in there. Creation all around you. That's where your mind has to go. It doesn't have to, but that's where mine's taking me. Since nobody can tell me what this place is and where we are, since the globe model don't really make sense to me. Flat Earth, some parts make sense. But everything else, yeah, doesn't make sense. So come up with my own thoughts and analysis, my own conclusions. And it seems to make me sleep at night. Right? It seems to make me sleep at night. Ryan Johnson in the building. Yeah, the sniper cross. Don't worry, I got something on that. We got something. We got something on everything. You know why? Because all roads lead to the eye. Not road, but eye. But yeah, you know. Yeah, what's the vibe, man? What is the vibe? What is the vibe? It's the rebuttal bar. It's an open panel. If not, I'm getting out of here. I ain't seen Nolan. It's been an hour or so, so he probably forgot or the time zone got messed up. I don't know. Pretty sure there'll be a next time. Grand old chat room. So what's good? Anything new? Anything new from you Globies? Anything new from you Globies? Anything new from the Flat Earth community? Anything new from the Flat Earth community? Anything new from the Rising Earth? Rising Earth, anything new? Anything new from the Rising Earth sector? Hmm. What else is there? Anything new from the Holographic Society? Anything new from the Holographic Society? Oh. Hmm. Mandela Boys. Anything new from the Mandela Boys? Della Della. Mandela Della. Okay. Is there anything else out there? I gotta be inclusive, right? Let me think. So we've got Rising Earth, Flat Earth, Globe Earth, Simulation Earth, um, oops. Swear we're missing one, right? Is that it? Hmm. I sworn there was something else. Oh no. Yeah, you know. So nothing new, no. Sorry, excuse me. Yeah, nothing new. No, no. Okay, nothing new. I don't want what man said creator. Oh, come on. Listen, I just showed you the nucleus, right? That all falls into creator Earth. Cellular Earth. That all falls into place. It's an umbrella of things over here. It's under the umbrella because it started from crater Earth. Right? It started from crater Earth. We can never forget that. Salute to the Godfather. So yeah, crater Earth, most definite. Mm-hmm. But look where it is now. I've been screaming nucleus, and look what they're talking about now. Right? Three Eye Atlas nucleus. But yeah, stay tuned. We got this locked. We got this locked. And that, you know what the craziest thing is? That's not even the thing I wanted to show you guys when I said I had something on Free Eye Atlas. That's not even the best thing, right? Imagine that. That's not even the best. This was something like this came up something recently. The shit that I just showed you, that's recently, very recently. Right, so you can tell it's new stuff what they're saying now about the nucleus, right? Because it's recently, but we've been upload shit about the nucleus, been having conversations about the nucleus. Now they're talking about it with Free Eye Atlas, right? But that's not even the best part. So don't worry, we'll get more into that. I had something else actually on the nucleus, but we're gonna do that another time. You know, less is more. I'm gonna overdo it and shit. Build society. The winking eye society. Okay, the nucleus, you have to find a center, yeah. Break them in the middle of meridians. Okay. Let's go up. So you got Mary, means sea, obviously. Like Mari, sea. Rebellious, great lord. Depending on the context, obviously. Or mine, or my. To earn, deserve, in Latin. Okay, Deus, divine or godlike in Latin. Right. So it's referring to things heavenly or godlike. Okay. What's this? So yeah, God, more meanings, God, divinely inspired. We see what the origins. Ah, okay. Old Latin, Dios, Deus, Jews, daytime, sky. Okay. Sanskrit, diva, by day. Ah, that's interesting. Day, okay. So that's daylight again, I suppose, right? Day. But what day are they talking about? Remember, night and day, right? But I'm pretty sure when creation story goes, right? The sun got created at a different time from the original light, right? It seems like there was two light sources, two creations of two light, right? The day and then the sun itself. Two different types of light. Is that two different gods? Dios, Dos. It's two lights, two entities. Dios, okay. Oh yeah, man, we're just playing with it. Something slight. We're just playing with it. Not a major. What's the motive? Nothing new? Is that it? Should we call it a day, call it a night? I think we should. Cool. Say no more. Grand old chat room. It's been a pleasure. Trust me, it's been a pleasure. You already know the motto. Look after yourself. Love over war. Lay low. London.